So it's super easy. All you need is some little cardboard boxes that you've been, I don't know, something delivered with, or old cereal packets, anything like that. Amazon boxes for me are the best, but also little things like if you can find little just takeaway boxes, things like that, they're really, really good. And at the end of the day, these aren't going to last forever, but you know, probably 2 or 3 years if you're careful in the loft with them. Cheap wrapping paper. I say cheap, doesn't have to be cheap. If you want to get fancy stuff, that's cool, but because I don't use mine very often, I only go to the pound shop and just get as cheap as possible. So you need a good selection of papers, and I always go for a thick ribbon, and you'll see why it just looks a little bit more effective than thin ribbon. There's always a selection. Thin ribbon, I know I said don't use it, but for the smaller packages, thin ribbon's good. Also, I found today this sort of nice tissue-y one, which is good because what you want to do is have a range of different textures. You don't want, obviously it's all got to be in theme, so you know, whatever your decorating style is, you want to keep on the theme, but you don't want to have all the same because it doesn't look right. And I also found these today. So these are pre-made presents and they light up. I haven't put a battery in yet, but yeah, £1. Really flimsy and plastic, but actually light is what you need because we're going to hang them. If you were making them to go under a tree, you'd want to make them heavier and solid, but because we're hanging these as a bunting, light is what you want because obviously you don't want to be ruining your walls or your curtain poles. So let's get started. So the first job is to seal up the boxes. So now it's the fun task of wrapping them. It's my favourite bit. I could do this all day. So easy peasy, just wrap. So then what I do is when I've secured it loosely in place with the sellotape, I use my glue gun. Where are you? There you are. Oh, still getting used to the camera. And we don't use your fingers because it's mesh, it'll burn. I know from experience. You squeeze, push, because these ribbons are the things that you're going to actually hang it from. So sellotape is great. Again, if you're making solid heavy ones to go under the tree, sellotape's fine. And sellotape's fine for the paper, but for the ribbons you have to be absolutely certain that they're not going to go anywhere. And in my opinion, if you need to be that certain, good quality glue and a glue gun is the only way. So we're going to do that all over. This is the back, by the way, so do you know what? You don't even have to be that tidy about it, which is something I love because quite frankly life's too short to worry about making things look perfect, in my opinion. So you can see there's loads of glue going on there, but when that sets, that ribbon is just not going to go anywhere. Remembering that this is super light, there is nothing in this, so as long as it can hold its own weight with the string or the Christmas ribbon, I haven't decided how I'm going to hang it yet, then we've got no problem. So we're now going to make the bow out of the string. So we circle it over with our glue gun. Little bit of glue, watching your fingers because obviously where it's mesh, look, it will just come straight through. So squeeze, squeeze. Let that settle for a bit. Make another circle so it looks like you've got sort of a weird funky pair of glasses. And then glue gun down in here, watching your fingers. Ah, caught my thumb, you see? I did say to watch your fingers, I didn't say watch your thumbs, that was the issue, wasn't it? When that sets, we're going to wrap this section around the top there, and then we're going to snip it in half. I'll show you the end result. Oh, that looks sweet. Ooh, sticky. Now, I'm going to take that. So you then pinch. Can you see you're kind of pinching it? So it's almost like a hair bow. You go over it again. Good thing about this ribbon as well is that it's got that little bit of wire in the edges, so you can sort of make it nice and big. I want to make that fatter actually. Let's loosen that up. That's better. So let's go loose, people. Go loose. Bit of glue. There we go again. Once again, try not to take the skin off our beautiful fingers. Can you see how the glue's sort of all... It's so good with the glue gun because it only takes a few seconds and it's grabbed it. You can do these things with super glue, but you're definitely going to end up losing your skin on your fingers. And sometimes it doesn't dry clear with super glue. This will dry clear, so can't go wrong, I don't think. So once you're happy, I'm very happy, we're going to cut. And then we have it. A little boo. It's easy. And like I say, that whole doll was 99p. So I've managed to get one present done, one bow done, small amount of paper. You're probably talking about, oh I don't know, £1.50 per Christmas decoration. You can't really moan when it's made with love. And what you can do, I wonder if you can actually get these to, oh look, that's better. Get them to separate. Yeah, that's better. And then all we're going to do is, when this glue is completely dry, turn the present over and stick it there. So now all our presents are wrapped, all we have to do is feed our Christmas ribbon through. Remember I said leave just a little tiny gap. Feed it through and do it all the way through. Then they will hang, and you can hang them from wherever you want. So I'm going to put mine in my bay window, so I'll show you the results when we're done. So here's the finished article. I always put a few little baubles, or I got these little crystal-y things from Home Bargains, £1.99 for 4. The bows, Home Bargains again, 99p. And there we go. And it's just a nice way. Obviously you can't close your curtains, but that's fine, we don't close ours anyway because we've got blinds. Oh, but yeah, so there we go. It's just a really nice, fun way of making your lounge look a bit more Christmassy.